and that's the all-important post-mortem report in the Delhi gang rape case of the prime accused Ram Singh. This hints at death due to hanging. This is what we're learning from sources from the initial findings of the post-mortem report. The autopsy report that was conducted today by doctors at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences is now over. It's expected to throw some light on the exact cause of Ram Singh's death. It's being viewed with some suspicion. There are several discrepancies in the story that's been put out by Tihar jail authorities. Meanwhile, an interim report by the Director General of Prisons reiterated death by suicide. However, there is still no clear answer, and these several inconsistencies are coming out in the suicide theory. Ruchika Tomar of Headlines Today takes us through the inconsistencies in the reports so far.
Now, there are several inconsistencies that render the Ram Singh committed suicide theory implausible. To start off with, the prime accused in Delhi gang rape case had only one good arm, making it almost impossible for him to hang himself. And bizarrely, the other cellmates in the room also did not raise the alarm. Is it possible for the other two inmates to be sleeping through while the person there is committing suicide? Not to mention that the ventilator from which he hung himself was at least 8 to 10 feet high, while his height was approximately 5 feet 8 inches. Finally, he was a convict who was actually put on suicide watch and was to be on surveillance. What kind of surveillance, human or electronic? We are yet to hear from Tihar authorities for answers.
So this isn't the only discrepancy that's been found. What is it that where Tihar's lapses are coming out? They did not inform the Delhi police about the suicide. The Delhi police actually learnt of this from television channels. Headlines Today's Vijay Kao now joins me for more on this story. Vijay, what does the autopsy report say?
Well, the preliminary report and the information we are gathering from our sources, Gaurav, is that the preliminary report suggests death due to hanging. But the final post-mortem report and the details are awaited. Soon after the post-mortem, the counsel of Ram Singh, Manoj Tomar, who was assisting V.K. Anand, came out and he said that they saw the body after the post-mortem and they claim that the body has multiple injuries. The right collarbone is broken. They are, however, saying that they're eagerly waiting for the final post-mortem report to come out. They also claim that there are injury marks on the body of Ram Singh, which could be the result of a fight. And they are clearly saying this is not a suicide. And they say that if this is not a murder, then it's definitely not a suicide. They also claim, Gaurav, that there are some scratch marks on Ram Singh's body. Back to you.
Okay. Is there any reaction from his family now? What do they intend to do? Is any action being taken by the Tihar prison authorities in this matter?
Well, the Tihar prison authorities, they have sent a report to court, Gaurav, and it is a formal report which has been sent regarding Ram Singh's death, and the court is expected to take it up this afternoon. Now, the report primarily, Gaurav, gives an account of the facts as they appear to the Tihar officials at this preliminary stage, and they also have given the details of the security arrangements which had been made for Ram Singh and the 4 other accused. The other 3 under trials who were lodged in the same cell as Ram Singh, they have sent details of the 3 under trials, and at this stage, Tihar officials are saying that nobody is above suspicion, whether it was the person who was guarding Ram Singh's cell, ward number 2, or whether it is the 3 other inmates who were lodged in the same cell as Ram Singh. Back to you, Gaurav.
Okay. The body, as you know, these are live pictures that we are putting out of Ram Singh's body after the autopsy. The body will now be handed over to the family. The Director General's report sticks to the suicide theory, but is that actually the case? The discrepancies that are coming forward, have Tihar jail authorities, Vijay, explained the discrepancies? If he was 5 feet 8, there was no stool in the room, how could he reach the ventilator which was at over 8 feet height? Vijay?
Those are the questions, Gaurav, which the Tihar officials have to answer. But even yesterday, they have evaded these number of questions as to how did Ram Singh manage to reach the ceiling? How did he manage to make a rope which was so long and so strong with the help of which he could hang himself? There are reports that Ram Singh had injuries in both his hands because of which he couldn't have committed such a thing. Secondly, whether or not there was a bucket, and if there was a bucket, then how come when he was just 5 feet tall, how come he could reach to the the ventilation system at about 8 feet.
Okay.
When he was just 5 feet tall and the bucket would not give him the height required to reach out. So a number of questions, whether or not, where the CCTV camera is working, what does the CCTV camera footage say, have the statements of the 3 other inmates who were lodged in the same cell as Ram Singh, have those statements been recorded? Number of questions, CRA officials just offering the bare minimum about the time of death and saying that the cause of death seems to be suicide. Back to you.
Keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more.